Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to Gamers Extreme. This is R17. This is my first video cast for the site solely. Basically, I'm here to talk today about Zombi U for the Wii U, which I was fortunate enough, along with the rest of the staff members at gamersextreme.org, to go to an exclusive Nintendo press conference just for fans in Manhattan. And basically, it was solely a Wii U event. And we got hands-on of pretty much all the first-party titles that were mentioned for the Wii U, as well as some third-party titles. And one of the big ones is Zombi U, due out later this year, whenever the launch of the Wii U will be, rumored to be the fall, most likely to be the fall. And I'm here to give you my impressions just solely on the multiplayer portion of the game. Argus9, our fellow staff member, is going to be talking about his single-player experience he had with the game yesterday. I'm just going to focus briefly on the multiplayer. I had about a half an hour to 40 minutes of playing it on the Wii U console. And let me just start off by saying the Wii U is definitely a beautiful looking system. For those of you who feel it looks basically like the Wii, maybe a little different, to me I think it seems a lot more sleek. Something about the design. It might not be the most revolutionary in design, but to me it's it's perfect for what it is, and I think. And it's definitely a powerful system, there's no doubt about that. I saw titles like Pinkman yesterday, I saw titles like Zombi U, Batman, the new Mario, I just saw Ninja Gaiden. There were definitely a lot of titles there that showed off some of the early power of the Wii U, and I'm going to delve right into Zombi U. Basically, I was fortunate enough to play both sides of the multiplayer. And the multiplayer so far, offline, is basically you can play with the new Pro Evolution controller, or you could play with the Wii Pad. I played firstly with the Pro Evolution controller, and first time I've ever held it in my hands, and I must say it was very light. Very similar to an Xbox 360 remote control, if those of you have ever held one before. The button mapping is very comfortable. The controller itself is very light, lighter than I thought it was going to be. And I think it'll be a great alternative to the Wii Pad, which is great because a lot of people might not be crazy about the Wii Pad, whether you are or you aren't. Nintendo's giving you the option. If you want the old-fashioned controller, you have it. If you don't want that, you want the more intuitive way, or the newer way Nintendo's trying to push for, you have the Wii Pad. So you have multiple options. Basically, playing with the Pro Evolution controller, Zombi U offers a multiplayer with your friends in the same room, co-op, competitive. I did competitive, obviously, and basically it's two factions. You have humans and you have zombies. I played as the humans first, and it was a capture the flag type mission, and basically we're on a rooftop of a warehouse, and we're running around trying to capture different posts. The opposite player is controlling the zombies, basically. He has the Wii Pad in his hand, and with a stylus or with his finger, he's basically controlling and mapping where he wants the zombies to go to try and stop me from capturing the different bases. And it's very intuitive. It shows the map on the screen, very bright. The display is really something to behold, to actually see. And he is trying to click and navigate where he fleshes out where the zombies' paths are going to go. Because obviously the zombies, some of them run, some of them are slow. But the main thing is you're trying to box in the opposing players, the humans, basically. And you're trying to box them into one area. But you could also capture bases on your own. So the zombies are able to capture bases on their own, just like the humans. So I thought that was really cool. Me playing as the humans, I played about a half an hour. I played a decent length of a match. And just realizing the combat, not touching on the single player, all multiplayer, the combat was definitely very, very fun, if I could put it in that terms. It's definitely run, cover, survive. You're not giving hordes of ammo here. You really are basic survival, and one bite, you're gone. That's it. And that's something that Zombi U is trying to incorporate. It's not your typical zombie game. You could get bit 100 times, get a green herb, get bit 100 times, or heal. Whatever, you get bit, that's it. It's the end of the match. Either you're a new player or the match is over. And it's the same with the single player as well. And basically that adds a whole nother level of intensity. Survival horror. Something, more old school than traditional, which is nowadays, re-heal after a few minutes. You don't re-heal after this, you die. So you have to make it a mission not to get bit once. And it's very tense when you're in these close quarter boards. And this, like I said, was a rooftop of a warehouse. And running around, graphically, everything looks great. The graphics are definitely, I'd say for this game, definitely on par with the PS3 and 360 of today. Not a bad thing at all. Definitely an early. I'm not sure if it was an alpha or a beta stage of the game. Regardless, it's next gen standards. It's a very nice looking game. Do not get me wrong at all. It's a very nice looking game. Running around, the detail of the zombies is great. The detail of the environments are great. The guns are great. The audio could have been a little bit stronger for certain guns, but other than that, I have no gripes about it. And getting back to just the match itself, running around, trying to capture bases, trying to grab whatever ammo you can, and really strategizing, because it's not a zombie game about blasting through hordes and hordes. It's not a Left 4 Dead. It's not a Resident Evil. It's definitely it's a very intense game where you have to plan out 5 or 6 zombies are running at you. I have to map out, if I don't get this headshot, it's not even worth trying to shoot them, because I still have another horde of them over here. I have to capture this base. I have to help my teammates. So I think it's going to be a great game, co-op wise, for friends offline, people in your house with you. Supports up to 4 players, I believe. Don't quote me on it. And like I said, the Pro Evolution controller was very comfortable playing with. I then switched over to the zombie side, and playing with the Wii Pad was just something fresh, something original. Playing with the Pro Evolution controller was like a halfway step to the Wii U experience. I was playing a new game, developed so far exclusively for the Wii U, as of right now. But once I got to play with the Wii Pad, it was the full Wii U experience. And, you know, the realization of seeing what you see on the Wii Pad while the action's going on screen, mapping and controlling your characters through the screen, using the analog sticks, which are very comfortable. The Wii Pad itself, I must say, is very light, but very comfortable. Something I didn't think when I first saw it, and I saw this gigantic kind of Wii Pad, it just seemed like it was going to be too awkward to play with. And I must say, after a good 2-3 hours yesterday playing various games, it feels as natural as picking up a DualShock or a 360 controller or even a Wii U remote. It's just Wii remote, I'm sorry. And it's just something I didn't expect. So Nintendo definitely succeeded in comfort of the pad, the weight of the pad, and the look of it is just something so unique and fresh and original. And that's what Nintendo's known for. So presently surprised by that, very surprised by that, and happy. And the bottom line, Zombi U definitely looks like a great game. I mean, I just played Capture the Flag for a good 40 minutes, and just playing both on the human side and on the zombie side, playing with the Pro Evolution controller and the Wii Pad, they're just great ideas at work there, and there's just a great chemistry and mix. The game has got great survival horror, the visuals are great, the intensity factor is something you're going to have to see for yourself when you guys are fortunate enough to play it. And that's just the multiplayer aspect. That's not even scratching the surface of still the whole single player story, which I won't step over Argus's editorial, which he's going to be writing later this week. But I will just say this game is something that any Wii U owner should have first day, because it's really going to show off, you know, what this system could start pulling in terms of not just visually, but the interactiveness between the controller, the TV, and the player. It's going to be a trifecta that's really going to be something fresh and original that I don't really think the Kinect or the Move could replicate, because the Wii U is branding its own experience, and I think they're going to succeed with it. At least I hope they're going to succeed with it. So, bottom line, Zombi U multiplayer, from the portion I played, I was very happy with, very pleased with, and I think Nintendo needs strong third-party support like this more, because if this is any indication of what is to come, I have no doubts that the Wii U is going to be a successful system in its first 12 months. And again, this is just one game I'm touching on. I played about 8 or 9 games yesterday I could get into. But Zombi U, multiplayer, definitely great if you guys could check it out. You know, Nintendo's going to be holding various conferences between now and the fall. See if you guys could sign up, get on list, request. You know, they do a lot of services for fans. I have to say, Nintendo took care of the people that were there yesterday. It was in Manhattan, and I'm not sure if you guys know, it was definitely a heat scorcher. It was about 105 degrees yesterday. Nintendo took care of everyone who waited online for the event, and basically when we came in there, you know, they're just really a great company, and very informative, very friendly, and definitely they enjoy what they do, and they like to see when we enjoy playing their toys, their products. And it was just a nice experience. And definitely I would hope you guys show support for the Wii U, because it looks to be an exciting system, and I personally can't wait to get it. The rest of our staff members, I think, are all planning on getting it for the most part. It's just going to be an exciting piece of technology. So until then, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned some new things about it. If you didn't, or if you knew this stuff already, I hope, it's good to hear other people played it. If you guys weren't fortunate enough to check it out, hopefully in a couple of weeks and months you guys will be able to. And until then, stay tuned to gamersextreme.org. Stay tuned for Argus's editorial on the single-player portion of Zombi U. Glacier928 is going to be doing an editorial probably about Ninja Gaiden, the Wii U version. And we're going to be doing various articles about this event, because we had a lot of great experiences there within the 3 to 4 hours we were there. So until then, stay tuned, guys. Every week, gamersextreme.org, and game on. Take it easy, guys. R17 signing out.